That night, the silence in our living room felt strange. Not peaceful, heavy, like the air itself was holding its breath. Sarah sat across from me, clutching a mug of tea that had gone cold long ago. We had just finished streaming some forgettable comedy, though neither of us had really been paying attention. I caught her staring into nothing at least a dozen times, her mind clearly somewhere else. But before I tell you what happened next, make sure you're subscribed, because this story takes a turn you won't see coming. "You okay?" I finally asked, breaking the suffocating quiet. She flinched. Actually flinched at my voice, like I'd pulled her out of deep thought. That was when I realized something fundamental had shifted between us, and I was the last to notice. "David, she set the mug down, and I watched her hands tremble. "We need to talk." Those 4 words, the ones that signal the end of something, hung in the air. My pulse raced, but I forced myself to stay calm, to wait for her to continue. Part of me wanted to stop her, to remain in the comfort of ignorance from just 5 minutes ago. But I couldn't. "About what?" My voice was steadier than I felt. Sarah stood, then sat, then stood again, as if her body couldn't decide whether to flee or confront the moment. Finally, she remained standing, arms crossed defensively over her chest. "I haven't been honest with you," she said, each word seeming to cost her a piece of herself. Suddenly, the room felt smaller, the walls closer. My heartbeat thundered in my ears as I waited for the blow I knew was coming but couldn't yet name. "How long?" I asked, already dreading the answer. 6 months. She couldn't meet my eyes, staring instead at the floor, the coffee table, the window, anywhere but me. "Maybe longer. I don't even know anymore." 6 months. Half a year of deception. All while I wandered oblivious, believing everything between us was fine, better than fine, even. We had celebrated our anniversary during those months. We had made plans for next summer. "Sarah, what are you trying to tell me?" I stood, needing to be on equal footing for whatever was about to destroy us. She finally met my gaze. And what I saw wasn't just guilt. It was grief. She was already mourning us, mourning what we had been before this conversation. "There's someone else." 3 words. Just 3 words, and my world tilted. "And his name is Alex. We met at the gym, you know, the one I started going to after work." She spoke faster now, as if rushing through the confession would somehow hurt less. It didn't. At first, it was just talking, just friendly conversation. But then we started getting coffee afterward, and then we stopped. I held up my hand, not wanting to hear the details, the timeline, the progression of betrayal. "Just stop." But she couldn't. It was like a dam had burst, and now everything was flooding out. I tried to end it multiple times. But he understood me. He listened when I talked about my problems, my frustrations, my dreams. He asked questions. He remembered details. Her voice cracked. "When was the last time you asked me how my day was and actually wanted to know?" Her accusation hung in the room. And even as she confessed her affair, I felt a twinge of guilt. Had I been distant? Had I stopped paying attention? No. I pushed the thought away. This wasn't about my failures, it was about her choosing betrayal over honesty. "So, this is my fault?" I asked, anger building in my throat. "You cheated on me because I didn't ask the right questions?" "No," she was crying now, tears streaming down her face. "No, David, I'm not saying that. I felt invisible, like part of the furniture in your life. Wake up, go to work, come home, watch TV, sleep. Day after day. And when someone finally made me feel seen again, I grabbed on. You could have talked to me," I shouted, my hurt and rage spilling out. "We could have gone to counseling. We could have worked on it. We could have done anything, but not this." She nodded, sobbing. "I know you're right. I was a coward. I was selfish. I took the easy way out instead of fixing us." Then the question I couldn't ignore, "Are you in love with him?" Her hesitation told me everything before she even spoke. "I don't know," she whispered. "I thought I was, but now, looking at you, seeing what I've done, I don't know what I feel anymore. Everything's so confused." I sank back onto the couch, my legs suddenly unable to hold me. The woman I planned to spend my life with, the one I trusted completely, was standing in our living room, telling me she might be in love with someone else. Did you sleep with him? The word came out hollow, mechanical. Yes. No explanation. No softening. Just that one word. Something inside me broke, not loudly, not dramatically, but quietly, like ice melting. The foundation of everything I believed about us, about her, about our future dissolved. How many times, David? Please, how many times? I don't know. 20, 30, does it matter? Yes. Every single time mattered. Every choice she made to betray me mattered. His apartment, sometimes in his car, once. Once what? Once here. You were out of town for that conference. I'm so sorry. And then I knew there was no coming back. She had brought him into our home, into our sanctuary. That space where we built our life together had been violated, and no apology could fix it. Get out. My voice was quiet but firm. What? Get out of my sight. Stay with your sister. Stay with him. I don't care. I just can't look at you right now. David, please, can we talk about this? Can we figure out? Figure out what, Sarah? How to fix this? There's nothing to fix. You destroyed us. You chose to destroy us, over and over again, for 6 months. There's no putting it back together. She reached for me, and I stepped back, putting the coffee table between us. I love you, she said desperately. I know I messed up, but I do love you. I want to fix it. Please, let me fix it. I looked at her. Really looked. And saw a stranger. The woman I loved wouldn't have done this. She wouldn't have looked me in the eye every day while hiding such a secret. She wouldn't have let me plan a future while building another with someone else. You don't get to love me and betray me. You have to pick one. And you already made your choice, multiple times. I walked to the door and opened it. Cool night air rushed in. I'll pack some things tomorrow when you're at work. We can figure out the logistics later, but for now, you need to leave. She gathered her purse, hands shaking, mascara streaked across her cheeks. At the doorway, she paused. For what it's worth. I'm really sorry. You deserve so much better. Yeah. I agree. I did. After she left, I closed the door and stood in the empty apartment. Our apartment. Except it wasn't ours anymore. Nothing was ours. I didn't cry. Not then. I just stood there, feeling the weight of a future crumbled to dust, wondering how to start over after giving everything to someone who threw it away. If you've ever experienced betrayal, leave a comment below and subscribe for more real stories about relationships, heartbreak, and finding the courage to walk away. Sometimes, the hardest choice is the right one. Remember, you deserve someone who chooses you every single day without hesitation.